And that shot's going to roll wide. Out of bounds. Last touch by Omaha. Last touch by Lincoln. And here comes Rasmussen into the game.
Yeah, the post player comes in, but it's going to be Burleson headed to the charity stripe. Trying to grow the lead with 4 minutes to go. Looks like they're going to get Morton for Lincoln with the foul.
Ooh, that one's going to roll on out. Gets it to sink.
Second one true for Omaha.
Going to bring our score to 3-0. Just down a 3-ball here is Lincoln. But there is Elaine Rasmussen getting that ball right in the post, creating a possession for her team.
Rasmussen able to get up, get the defensive rebound. She's got a mismatch down on the low block at the moment. We'll see if Omaha goes to her. They're thinking about it. 10 on the shot clock. Gonna have to make something happen.
Drop the ball in.
3 up and true.
3-ball, Caitlin Rogers. You're on a 6-0 run.
3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Lincoln looking to get anything done, but that's not happening. As Rasmussen calls it up.
It looks like for Lincoln, Morton tried intercepting the pass, but the ball went through the hoop, just traveled beforehand. That's the only time tonight Lincoln has gotten one in the basket. Here comes Rogers, going to take it down under the goal, pass out. Rogers, strong rebound.
And that's going to bring her score to 8-0.
Three up and on the way for Lincoln. Still nothing to fall. It's been a 6-minute scoring drought for the Wolves.
With 2:15 remaining in the first period of play here. Lincoln on the inside. And that ball's going to...
It's going to be Omaha on the over and back. Going to be McKinney to inbound. Trying to take this to double digits, Jonah, in this first quarter. Great find down low, and Jonah, they're into the double figures already with Caitlin Rogers hitting a couple of big baskets.
Huge baskets by Caitlin Rogers. That ball's going to travel into the crowd. Rogers having a good night tonight.
Certainly is. She leads all scorers with 7 points. Another opportunity for Omaha to extend the lead a little too strong. This time for Whitehurst. And got a jump ball. It's going to stay with Lincoln.
And possession's going to go to Lincoln here. And they're looking to get something going, 1:40 left. What do you think they need to do, Stephen?
Well, they've had good opportunities to score, just haven't been able to get it to fall in the basket. And it's hard now with Rasmussen out on the floor for Omaha to get anything down low. She's, like you mentioned in the open, a presence on the low block, a mismatch probably for every tournament, or school in this tournament. But if they can just try and get some high percentage looks down in the paint, maybe try and get Elaine Rasmussen into some foul trouble, could be a way back as a three lifted on the way. brought out of there by the Wolves, trying to make something happen for the final minute or so of this first quarter.
Let's see if they can get something going here. They lost their opportunity to score on the inside in the first 3 minutes. I think she was on a 3-minute break. They had their opportunity, but they just couldn't get it done.
Well, good find to the elbow off the inbounds, but again, another turnover. Costly mistakes early on from Lincoln. And that's going to send Burleson to the stripe to shoot a couple more free throws with 56 seconds to go.
Burleson from the line tonight has been pretty good.
Lincoln has 4 fouls in this first quarter of play. Burleson gets her first. Molly Crouch subs in for Caitlin Rogers, who has 7 on the night. Second one will be true as well. 12-0. Early on, it is getting out of hand for the Lincoln Wolves.
Lincoln's got to find a way to put points on the board, whether they be 3-point shots, inside twos, whatever they can.
Good ball movement, great backdoor cut, but Rasmussen able to close out the space. He gets her hand to it, Jonah.
Rasmussen being a dominant force. Just dominating Skogan there. Skogan had nowhere to go with Rasmussen basically just tying her up.
Well, Lincoln going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Just a handful of seconds left in this first quarter of action.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Realty Mart, licensed in Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. Realty Mart is your go-to resource for real estate brokerage services. Look them up at realtymart-usa.com.
Welcome back. In this first of 4 games this December 7th afternoon. Again, we'll have 3 other games for you on the Southern Sports Network, whether you're joining us on YouTube, Facebook, or on the Southern Sports Network app. We appreciate you joining us.
Glad to have you here as Lincoln is trying to get a 3-ball, and it's not going to drop on down.
Yeah, just not been Lincoln's quarter so far. Coast to coast, a foul. Going to send Burleson back to the line. She's already hit a couple with 20 seconds or so to go in the first quarter. Shot clock off. That foul will go on Sailor Stidham, the senior for the Wolves. First free throw will go down.
Really has been great to watch Rogers, Rasmussen, and Burleson carry over their dominance from the last game into this game.
Certainly. Burleson has 5. Second leading scorer behind Rogers is 7 in this first quarter.
And that's a big block by Burleson.
And Jonah, this is just a frustrating first quarter if you're head coach Emmeline Cox of the Lincoln Wolves. 7 seconds to go. Should expect just a heave play out of this inbounds.
Here it is. Gives it up to Burleson. Burleson's going to drive.
And Burleson looking for the contact, trying to draw the foul. Our first quarter ends 14-0 in favor of the Omaha Eagles. We'll have quarter number 2 when we come back.
My name's Todd Harden, and I am Todd's Coffee. The reason I do this to begin with is because I really want people to experience coffee. What I'm doing and what other roasters are doing as well is, we're trying to figure out what the bean is trying to tell us. My goal and my customer really is there's probably 2 out of 10 people that could taste the difference in one of my better roasts versus an average roast. If I can make those people happy, I'm making everybody happy. And so that's kind of my philosophy when it comes to roasting. You can just go to toddscoffee.com. You can get a whole bean, or I'll grind it for you. Either way, there'll be a drop down in there that you can order it that way. So order some coffee.
Welcome back to the first game of 4 in the 66th annual Green Forest Holiday Tournament. Through one quarter so far. Jonah, who's impressed you on either side?
I'm really loving the play of Burleson, as Burleson has been able to just drive down the lane and get fouled and go to the line, and every time she has had a great free throw percentage from the line.
A great ball movement out of the end of the quarter for the Omaha Eagles. As Rasmussen goes to work on the low block, gets it to fall. It's dangerous if Omaha can get her going.
Nothing that Lincoln can do will be able to stop her if she gets going.
You know, we might just have to see how good Elaine Rasmussen is at shooting free throws, because about the only thing you do is hack a shack at this point if she can get rolling down on the low block.
I think she was about 80% last time that I seen her.
Omaha able to break the trap. Oh, and an easy take to the basket. Give it to Taylor Evans. And Omaha starting to really pour it on now, Jonah.
Absolutely. We're looking at Lincoln just trying to find a way to get out of this.
Another jump ball with 7:03 to go. Possession arrow will stay with, pardon, it'll go to Omaha. As need somebody to go inbound the ball. It's actually, pardon, going to be with Lincoln. Lincoln just kind of took their time to get over there, in a near disaster on the inbound. 3 launched, up on the way. First basket.
Basket for Lincoln. They needed that one.
Yeah, first one of the game. Ends about a 9-minute scoring drought between the first and second quarters combined. 15 points the difference with 6:45 to go in this first half. Is Lincoln trying to claw back in? Empty possession on this end.
What I really love about high school basketball, Stephen, is the boys team sitting behind the girls team just cheering on. And the Lincoln boys are cheering on the Lincoln girls.
And we'll see the Lincoln boys later tonight foul on the drive, but we'll see the Lincoln Wolves boys team later this evening on SSN.
And who would they be going up against?
I believe, as we get this inbounds in, if you give me one moment, I believe they'll be playing Berryville in the second round. Indeed they will, as Berryville beat the Omaha boys team on Monday night. Near disaster for Omaha. Still have plenty of time on the shot clock. And count the basket. Headed to the stripes, going to be Whitehurst. She's got 4 on the night.
Depth scoring all around here. Whitehurst at the line. Let's see if she gets 2. That's 1.
Gets the and 1 to fall.
21-3 here.
It's a football score. 6 minutes to go in this first half. Lincoln just trying to make something happen. Another tie-up. This time the arrow will, in fact, favor the Omaha Eagles, as subbing in for Lincoln, Michaela Quinn, one of the starters, as well as looks like Lena Scogan going to check back in. A couple of sophomore starters for the Lincoln Wolves. Lincoln, when you look at the roster, Jonah, a fairly young team. Most of, if not half of the roster for Lincoln are underclassmen.
They only have 4 upperclassmen, Stephen.
So a lot of growth, a lot of area to improve, as Rasmussen down in the low block. Tried off the glass, just missed by a fine margin. Here come the Wolves. trying to get something going. As the defense have just been smothering tonight, Jonah, of the Omaha Eagles.
If the ball is in the area, they're on it.
Joe McKinney and the coaching staff at the Omaha Lady Eagles have had smothering defense tonight. Believe we'll have a technical issue and going to send Caitlin Rogers to the charity stripe for a couple of free throws. Rogers has 7 so far tonight. Won't get the first one to fall. There's one more opportunity to extend this 21-3 advantage. And she'll get it to go. 22-3 the score for the Omaha Eagles with 5:28 to go in the half, Jonah. Omaha picking up where they left off in the first quarter and have come out guns blazing on the offensive end.
Couple substitutes coming in. We got number 32, Kristen Ryan for Lincoln. Appears to be number 13, Burleson is back.
Lincoln has an opportunity on the inbounds. Another empty possession for Omaha. Haven't had a lot of those this Wednesday night. Jumper up. And they're going to get Rasmussen with the foul. It'll send Zella Pomeroy to the charity line. Trying to make some baskets while the clock doesn't run.
And the first one will be a miss.
It's just kind of been indicative, Jonah, of the night for Lincoln. Just can't get the ball to go through the hoop.
Seems to be a tough job tonight.
Yeah, but the second one will fall down for Lincoln. Makes it 22-4. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Smothering defense from the Wolves. But Omaha has it back to the top of the key to reset the offense.
Comes Omaha, driving through the lane, nothing is going to drop there.
Yeah, right idea from McKinney. Turnover. Ball will stay. And Omaha is in, but a couple of shots at the basket will not go for the Eagles. Empty possession as Lincoln trying to make something happen.
Here comes Burleson.
Oh, and a smooth touch from Burleson. Makes it 24-4. It's a 20-point lead with 4:13 to go in the first half.
They're going to have to find a way to stop Burleson. Stephen, what do you think goes into stopping a player like Burleson that seems to always give your team a headache, whether it be from the three-point line or just driving in?
Well, if I am Lincoln or if you're going against a player like Burleson, you just have to make her make bad decisions. Going to have to put smothering defense. You might think about shading over a defender just to basically have a walking double team on a player to that caliber. Honestly, you probably need to be more worried about 33 and White with Rogers, as she's made Lincoln pay behind the arc and down under the block. As great ball movement again makes it 26-4.
And on that will be an assist by Rogers as well, as she just dumped that ball right on in. 26-4. Lincoln just passed and nobody was there. A miscalculation there.
Yeah, I think just a little miscommunication between some teammates. Coach Cox of the Wolves will have something to work on in practice, able to show some stuff on game tape. In these games, ultimately, Jonah, being in a tournament, while yes, you want to win the tournament, as we'll have another foul on Lincoln, their 9th of the night in this first half. While you definitely, obviously, you want to win any game you're competing in. These games kind of, they're like Coke Zero. They're all the flavor, but they don't have any of the calories that go with them. Ultimately, for what Lincoln and both Omaha want to do this season in tournament play, they won't have any impact in the score. All it will do is have an impact in the win-loss column, whereas, the conference schedule that's coming up is strong rebound from Caitlin Rogers, able to take it away. But like I was saying, Jonah, this is great tune-up games to figure out what works, what doesn't work, who can you depend on for a shot as you get into the games that really mean a little bit more to keep your season alive.
It really reminds me of the Hogs going to Maui, if you will. We really got to see what that Hogs team is coming up by their trip to Maui. And I think that's a good example to just kind of show what the Christmas Classic means, as we're not going into the big months of February, March yet. We're just seeing what this team looks like in December. And so far, Omaha looks really impressive.
Yeah, and I certainly would be inclined to agree with you, as another jump ball stays with the Lincoln Wolves. Kind of I feel like a record of jump balls in this first half of play. As Lincoln trying to make something happen, but smothering defense. Great takeaway from Whitehurst, able to get it out the other way. Burleson going to run the point. And her 3LG just off the front of the iron. First three-pointer that Omaha's taken in quite some time. 2:10 to go in this first half.
27-4 as Omaha's going to get possession again off the Lincoln turnover. And our story of the game so far has really just been the way that Omaha has been able to dominate with Rogers, Burleson, and Rasmussen, as Rasmussen is about to check into the game here.
Yeah. A couple of subs coming in for Omaha. Basically a line change. 3 come on, 3 come off. Up 23 points with 1:54 to go. As we'll have a stoppage.
A little bit of confusion about who's going in, and
yeah, it looks like there might have been a foul, and the player that got fouled subbed out. I believe it's going to be Taylor Evans, the senior, was fouled, and that's a 10th foul of the first half for Lincoln, so she'll get to shoot free throws. That's why she's back in the game, misses the first.
First shot missed, second shot going up.
Yeah, Evans misses them both at the line. I'm sure a moment of joy from Coach Cox, the Wolves, as she's trying to keep her girls in at down 23. This year, with the advent of the shot clock in all of the classifications of Arkansas high school basketball, mathematically not out of it, with 1:30 to go in this first half. 10 or so left on that shot clock. His offensive board fresh 35 for the Wolves. 3 hoisted, no good. Omaha will come out of there with another opportunity to expand this 23-point lead, but just off the fingers of Shelby Whitehurst.
Lincoln's looking for something here as we're going down to the second period, into the second period, going into halftime. Just trying to get some positive points on the board.
They're just trying to make something happen, but again, it's just been tough. A tough go of it tonight for Lincoln.
They just haven't been able to get anything together, while Omaha is just really impressive. And it's an older team for Omaha as well.
Yeah, that's one of those things in basketball. If you can get a handful of seniors and juniors together that have been playing together since 5th grade, as Rasmussen tries down under the basket, can't get it to go. But if you get a handful of seniors and juniors together that have been in a system since junior high or middle school, it really can be dangerous, even at the smaller classifications in high school basketball. Another three on the way, off the mark this time for Osmas. She misses. The other end a miss as well for the Eagles. 10 seconds to go in the first half. 6 seconds. 3. Lincoln gonna have to get a shot off. Will at the buzzer, banks it in. Osmus gets the basket, makes it a 20-point game going into the halftime intermission. And Jonah, the bank open late on Wednesday nights.
Yes, it is. And that could be the momentum that Lincoln really needs here going into the third period.
Well, at the half, it's 27-7 in favor of the Omaha Eagles. We'll have more on the other side of halftime.
Having a body is tough. Exercising, sports, work, and life itself can leave you feeling tense at any age. The Trainer's Table is here for you. No appointments or memberships needed because you can't always plan ahead for when you're physically sore. The Trainer's Table. Let us stretch you.
Bundle up the entire family this season with jackets, hats, gloves, and more from Dick's Sporting Goods. With the latest looks from the best brands like the North Face, Patagonia, Columbia, and more. Boots that score on comfort and style from Sorel and Doc Martens. Cozy accessories for the whole family. When you're running short on time, shop Dicks.com, where 1 hour pickup's always an option. And with our best price guarantee, if you find a lower price, we'll match it. Shop in-store or online. Every holiday starts at Dick's.
A tradition of educational excellence, more than a century in the making, continues in Broken Arrow. Here, supportive faculty, in-demand undergraduate and graduate degrees, and affordable tuition make Northeastern State University your transfer destination. Finish what you started.
Hi, Peyton Hillis here for Ozark Sports Supply and Casual Clothing. I've scored for the Hogs and for the NFL, but now my whole family has scored big finding this amazing store. Ozark Sportsman has everything a sportsman wants. The best firearm selection and gun safe choices anywhere in Northwest Arkansas. And a 15-lane indoor range and so much more. Ozark Outpost Clothing has all the hot boutique brands for women. And hey guys, our favorite brands also. Score big savings on top brands and follow me to Ozark Sports Supply and Casual Clothing.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going to change this now. Spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going to change this, ripping out pages. I'm going to change this now.
At NWA Getaways Dream Vacations, our goal is to relieve our clients of the vacation planning stress, as well as ensure that they get the best value for their investment. We love making suggestions that take their vacations from what they request to a level beyond their dreams. Our perfect client is that busy professional who wants to relax with friends and family, but doesn't want the stress of planning for it. I'm Debbie Corwin with NWA Getaways Dream Vacations, where we make your dream vacation a reality.
At Northeastern State University in Muskogee, we take care of our students so they can take care of others. Choose from a variety of healthcare degrees, including physician assistant studies, nursing, occupational therapy, speech language pathology, and more. Answer the call at Northeastern State University.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty, with her wayfarers on in the summer sun. Her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long.
The College of Education at Northeastern State University prepares educators, mental health providers, and fitness or health professionals with undergraduate and graduate programs. Choose from degrees in elementary, secondary education, special education, health and human performance, psychology, and more. Be ready from day one at Northeastern State University.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am prone. I miss him too. Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
The College of Liberal Arts at Northeastern State University is innovative, engaging, life-changing, empowering. Choose from undergraduate and graduate degrees in the arts and fine arts, languages, criminal justice, social work, and more. Be inspired at Northeastern State University.
The holidays are here, and Dick's Sporting Goods has all the best gifts for everyone on your list. The hottest footwear from Jordan, Nike, and Hoka. And the coolest apparel from all the best brands, plus must-have gifts from Yeti, Callaway, and The North Face. When you're running short on time, shop Dicks.com, where 1 hour pickup is always an option. And with our best price guarantee, if you find a lower price, we'll match it. This season, give the gift of sport. Every holiday starts at Dick's.
We are computer science pros, chemists and lab technicians, health professionals, mathematicians, and science educators. We are the Greg Wadley College of Science and Health Professions at Northeastern State University. Choose from degrees in natural sciences, health and pre-health professions, mathematics and computer science, and more. Discover the possibilities at Northeastern State University.
My name's Todd Harden, and I am Todd's Coffee. The reason I do this to begin with is because I really want people to experience coffee. What I'm doing and what other roasters are doing as well is, we're trying to figure out what the bean is trying to tell us. My goal and my customer really is, there's probably 2 out of 10 people that could taste the difference in one of my better roasts versus an average roast. If I can make those people happy, I'm making everybody happy. And so that's kind of my philosophy when it comes to roasting. You can just go to toddscoffee.com. You can get a whole bean, or I'll grind it for you. Either way, there'll be a drop down in there that you can order it that way. So order some coffee.
The College of Business and Technology at Northeastern State University is where education meets industry. Our in-demand undergraduate and graduate programs have real-world focus with practical workforce applications. Choose from degrees in accounting, marketing, supply chain management, information systems, healthcare administration, data analytics, and more. Lead with experience from Northeastern State University.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Realty Mart, licensed in Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. Realty Mart is your go-to resource for real estate brokerage services. Look them up at realtymart-usa.com.
Welcome back. Out of the halftime intermission, Lincoln trying to make something happen. Down 20 points, Omaha here in the white. Going to work on the other end. There's Omaha just trying to make something happen.
Definitely going to be exciting to see what Lincoln does in the second half, to see how they adjust to the onslaught from the first.
7:28, Omaha working down into the shot clock. Shot will not fall for Whitehurst, and this is the first opportunity for the Wolves. on the other end, trying to get to double digits. And looks like Coach Cox of the Wolves takes a timeout. Winner of this game will get to take on either the Kingston Yellow Jackets or the hosts of the tournament, Green Forest Tigers, on Saturday for the championship. The game will be at 6 o'clock, and we'll have that for you on the Southern Sports Network. Loser will play Berryville tomorrow at 4 p.m., and we'll have a chance to go through the consolation bracket, Jonah, and play for a third-place title.
Definitely will. A lot of passion in Lincoln's team, though. They are a younger team, but the passion is still there. I heard the coach, get over here. It's like a Mortal Kombat reference all in one.
We get back underway. 25 seconds on the shot clock. 7-11 in this third quarter. And turnover out of the timeout. Looks like Tabor Lewis ready to check in for the Wolves, number 4, the senior.
Shot missed. On the shot was Evans.
Yeah, but Omaha's had a couple of chances down under the basket. Offensive rebound, and the Eagles will reset. With 20 seconds or so left on the shot clock.
How's the shot clock really impacted Arkansas high school basketball, Stephen?
Was that free throw line jumper no good? And a foul down low. So the shot clock in Arkansas started a couple of years ago in 6A. If you keep up with Arkansas football, the 6A of basketball is the 7A of football. There is no 7A in Arkansas basketball, so your Springdales, Bentonvilles, North Little Rocks, those schools are all in 6A. They were the first classification to adopt it, had it for a couple of years to, kind of see how it would work. And now this year it's come into Arkansas from 1A all the way to 5A, and still, of course, in 6A. And it's one thing, thinking about it, in the past in high school basketball, one of the things you could do is you could go to the corner basically and dribble the ball for as long as you wanted and run out all the time on the clock, go down with a minute left, make a basket, and win the game by a couple of points. Now, with the shot clock, even for a team like Omaha, who's up 20 points in this early third quarter, they still have to play offense because the shot clock does not go away. So Lincoln, on the other end, they get that free throw to fall. They're always at least 35 seconds away from getting another possession, even though the clock might run or the sportsmanship rule might be in effect. It still has kept teams that are down by double digits alive in basketball games.
As we're going to see Burleson take up the ball here and see what she can do with it.
Yeah, Lincoln hits both free throws. Makes it a 9-27 game with 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Another foul down low. That was something in the first half for the Wolves. The fouls really started to ratchet up, had 10 in the first half, 11 total for the game.
And in the paint there, we saw Rasmussen getting double teamed right there in the paint. As number 11.
Going to be Whitehurst.
Whitehurst. Sorry about that, guys.
Makes the first of her 2 shots. Second one up. Second one good.
It's good. Looking at 29-8 here, as Lincoln is just trying to find a way to put a few more points on the board. Intercepted by Burleson, and she's going to drive down. And that'll be 2.
Yeah, it makes it 31 now to 8 with about 3 minutes to go, or 3 minutes off the clock in the third quarter. Great down low find. Right idea, just too strong. That time for Lena Scogan, gets it to go over the top of the basket. And we'll be back with the Wolves. Advantage ever growing for Omaha. And possession arrow will favor Lincoln. 23 points, the advantage. With 4:55 to go. Osmus will bring it up across the timeline. That ball going to go off of a Omaha Eagle, going to stay on Lincoln's end with 19 seconds or so left on the shot clock. Trying to get in the double digits. A basket would get them there. Another empty possession. Omaha run out the other way. Burleson going to take it across court. And a nice little floater for Whitehurst, able to get it in. 33-8 the score, 4:11 to go in the third quarter.
I really enjoyed how Burleson just drove that down. Great transitional passing, leading to the points.
Yeah, high percentage look. Another jump ball. Arrow back to Omaha. And as we hit the 4-minute mark, halfway through the penultimate quarter of play in this first of 4 games we have for you Wednesday. Rasmussen down low, trying to go to work, kicks back out.
You know, Lincoln has said, we are not going to let Rasmussen beat us, and they have not. Credit to them.
Yeah, Lane Rasmussen has had a quiet night so far. Looks like they're going to get Omaha on a turnover. Back into the ball game for the Wolves, going to be Lily Ryherd.
As for Omaha tonight, it really has been the Jalen Burlinson show here.
And a charge. Elaine Rasmussen steps in to take the charge. Not too often, Jonah, you see the person who draws the charge be the one remain standing.
Yeah.
And the offensive player being the one hitting the hardwood. But, man, you have that height advantage like Elaine Rasmussen does. It's pretty simple physics.
Absolutely. Good old physics. When applied.
And they're trying to feed the big post for Omaha. But another foul will send the Lady Eagles to the free throw line.
Some more free throw shots by Burleson, as she has been a solid shooter tonight.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Brinkley Morton for Lincoln might have caught an elbow somewhere defending. Holding her nose. She'll sub out. Into the game will come Sailor Sidham. First free throw was good for Burleson. Second one off the mark, but offensive rebound for Rasmussen. And Burleson gets the foul to head right back to the charity stripe.
And that's an impact of Rasmussen. Even when she's not making offensive points, she's just putting her team back in the game. I can't wait to see how her play transitions throughout the end of the tournament here.
It'll be interesting as, you know, things hold right now. They have a date with Green Forest or Kingston in the championship game. Last season in the 65th edition of this tournament, and the second one will fall. For Burleson, there was not a girls tournament. Still, you know, kind of recovering from COVID. We're not able to get that set up. But Omaha, the girls have come to play. Trying to make a case why they should come away on Saturday with the crown. Another three up on the way, back iron for Lincoln. Second try, no good as well for the Wolves. Omaha able to run out the other way. 2:30 to go in the third quarter. 27 points the advantage for the Eagles. It's been pretty much Omaha since the opening tip. And we're going to have 3 in the key on number 33, Kaylin Rogers. Camped out down there for too long. Officials able to find that. Don't see that too often, even at the high school level. As I think Joe McKinney trying to lobby that he called a timeout before Rogers was called for 3 in the key.
Well, I don't think he won that.
I don't think he won that appeal. Lincoln trying to make something happen. Another jump ball. Burleson sticks a paw in there, forces the turnover of possession.
Getting a sub here appears to be number 10, Drew McKinney.
Yeah, one of the starting 5 coming back in.
2:02 remaining. They're looking here. Rogers going to chip it on out. That's going to be a clean block, and here comes Lincoln with the most momentum that I've seen from them this entire third period.
Front iron on the 3 this time for the Lady Wolves. Out the other way. Lincoln's been able to get some good looks, just haven't been able to get them to fall down, and I think that's indicative on the scoreboard, the way this game is going.
Drop the ball in. Rogers up and in.
Great ball movement for the Wolves. With a minute to go in this third quarter, 37-8, the advantage.
Stephen, what is a lesson that Lincoln can take from this game as they bring themselves to double digits?
Yeah, now that they've hit 10 with 50 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Lincoln, you know, it's one of those things, as it's kind of indicative of the night, it's pretty much everything falling for the Omaha Eagles. Sometimes you can play your best and just the other team has a magical run, gets hot at the right time, and that's just been the story. Is the Omaha Eagles up 30 to go with 30 seconds to go, run out the other way, and now it's starting to really get out of hand. 32 points, the advantage, 42-10. Sportsmanship clock will be in effect for that fourth quarter of play, as we'll have a foul. Trying to feed the ball down low for Lincoln.
And our last 2 was made by Taylor Evans, a senior.
7.5 seconds to go. Lincoln will get it inbounds, just trying to get something to go in, and another one will fall. A little bit of momentum to end this quarter. Quarter ends, and after 3, it's 42-12. We'll have quarter number 4 when we return.
My name's Todd Harden, and I am Todd's Coffee. The reason I do this to begin with is because I really want people to experience coffee. What I'm doing and what other roasters are doing as well is, we're trying to figure out what the bean is trying to tell us. My goal and my customer really is, there's probably 2 out of 10 people.
Welcome back to Fred Grimm Gym, home of Green Forest Tigers and the annual holiday tournament in Green Forest, Arkansas.
Second year we've brought it to you on the Southern Sports Network as We get ready for the final quarter of play.
It's really great to bring this coverage to you, as this coverage is sponsored by Anstaff Bank, the sponsor of the 66th annual Green Forest Holiday Tournament.
Yeah, one of the great businesses in this great community of Green Forest. You see their logo featured prominently throughout both the arena here and Tiger Stadium across the way in Green Forest. We'll have a foul on the shot. Looks like they're going to get McKinney with that foul. It's going to head Lena Scogan to the line. And the clock will roll this final quarter now that we've hit the 30-point advantage.
Scogan has had a rough night so far. Let's see if she can get something going from the three-point line.
Her second free throw will find the neck and roll off as well.
Rogers going to carry the ball out here from the break.
Yeah, Omaha just trying to work it around.
Inside to Rasmussen.
They're going to get Scogan with the foul. Be the 5th foul on the Wolves as the clock continues to roll under 6:20.
She's had foul trouble tonight. I think that's her 3rd foul.
Scogan comes out of there with the offensive board. Going to get Rasmussen with the foul. We hit the 6-minute mark.
Scogan is a 10th grader. Like we were mentioning, that this is just such a young team for Lincoln that it's okay to make these mistakes. It's okay. You're learning, and you know there's lots of room for improvement. And that 3-point shot by number 11, Sailor Stidham, definitely a huge improvement to bring the score to 42-15.
Yeah, nothing but the bottom of the net for her. Foul the other way. Looks like they're going to get Scogan with that one.
Your 4th foul.
And as we head towards the
5-minute mark, this one pretty much in hand. And this first one will fall for Burleson.
(43-15) is your score. Burleson having a good night from the line. And gets the second one to drop. Here comes Lincoln trying to get to 20 points.
Back out to a 29-point advantage for Omaha. Scored more points tonight than they did in the first round of the tournament. Scored 41 on Monday night. And actually gave up fewer points so far this evening with 4:19 to go. Berryville scored 19 against Omaha. And Scogan going to head to the line.
Scogan to the line again. See if she can get 2 here. That's 1.
Scogan's come in this latter half of the second half, Jonah, and been able to be a bit of a stabilizing force offensively. She gets both her free throws to fall down.
Definitely does. Lincoln is looking to just stabilize the game, as it's a 44-17 game. And Omaha, from Burleson and Rogers, they've really just taken over the game. What impresses me about this Omaha team, if it's not one, it's the other.
And you're going to win a lot of basketball games if you can have multiple options that can score.
Player down in front of us here.
As they're going to get, Kimberlin with the foul, the senior. Will inbound to Burleson, gets us back underway. On the season so far, the Omaha Eagles 7-4. Will improve to 8-4 with the victory tonight, as they will take on either Green Forest or Kingston, as we have an and one opportunity upcoming for Burleson. Next regular game that's not tournament play for the Omaha Eagles will be against Mount Judah. It's going to be the start to their conference competition. Strong opening stanza as we have a stoppage. On the other hand of the coin, the Lincoln Wolves come in tonight 1-6, likely to fall to 1-7, and they'll start conference play in Elkins in 3A. And they'll travel right back here on January 20th to take on the Green Forest Tigers for their second conference competition.
47-17 looks to be our possible final score here.
And we'll see, Jonah. There's still a minute and a half to go in the game.
What do you think our final score is going to be, Stephen?
Well, we'll see. Omaha might be able to get to half a century, but we'll see. This will help with Scogan being at the stripe. The clock will continue to run. Again, stick with us, as after the conclusion of this one, we'll have the first game of the second round of the men's bracket. Going to be Berryville and Lincoln squaring off, the Bobcats and Wolves. And second one will drop for Scogan. Under a minute to go in the ball game.
47-18 your score. Just an amazing performance by Burleson tonight.
It certainly has been a good one. She'll get triple team that time. Finally a turnover for the Lincoln Wolves. 30 seconds or so to go in the ball game. Great feed down low to Scogan. She makes falls or miss a couple of times. Basketball will stay with Lincoln. Jumper in the corner will fall. As Lincoln will hit 20 with 15 seconds to go. I imagine Burleson just going to hold on to it here and get out of here with the victory for the Omaha Eagles. They're going to play in the championship game on Saturday. The Omaha faithful excited about that one. Lincoln going to head to the consolation bracket to take on the Berryville Bobcats. We'll have that one for you at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Omaha won't be back in action until 6 p.m. on the 10th this Saturday. Stick with us, as following this one again, we'll have the Berryville Bobcat boys team taking on the Lincoln boys team in the second round of the men's bracket. And then 2 more games following that this evening. Thanks for joining us. Stick around for more great basketball action from the 66th annual Green Forest Holiday Tournament.